Once we found out that they were shooting documentary style, I knew that there was going to be long takes, and I knew that these actors were going to have to live the whole thing, dive and be around explosions and firing weapons and just doing all their own, physical action.
A lot of action, a lot of gunfire. Good thing we did our boot camp training.
Boot camp was something I really, myself and the producers really fought hard for.
Just so they could get the rudiments of being a soldier.
That gave a real sense of reality of how guys would interact as Marines.
It's run exactly like a boot camp.
We had all these veterans of the Marines kind of there guiding us, helping us, showing us and teaching us how to become Marines.
See us form up, we're gonna form it up. And we lived out in the field for 5 days. That means no cell phones, they didn't go home at night.
No way to clean our clothes, no real contact with the outside world.
We had them pitch their own tents.
Mosquito tent and all of that, that's what it was.
I'm not sleeping here because I got the wonderful excuse that I'm Air Force.
We spend all day and all night together. It's invaluable. It really grounds you in your character.
The boot camp was mainly to make sure that we walked, talked, acted, and looked like Marines.
It's proven to be very, very productive and very, very successful.
And we saw a bunch of actors come in and figure out what it was and how it felt to be a Marine.
Breathe! Let it in! Your training will kick in! In fact, I know that I don't know anybody's real name in this movie. Everybody calls each other by their characters' names.
I've never gone through such extensive training for or pre-production for a part.
We all got to bond with the cast. I got to bond with Michelle a lot. We became really cool.
These kids came out of there, and they're the best friends. They really respect each other, and I think that week alone is the main reason why this movie will be so effective, is because these guys really believe in each other and trust each other.
I mean, coming to set, I think 3 weeks after they went to boot camp, and you can see how much they gelled. I could definitely see how, the boot camp really made those guys connect.
What we experienced in 3 weeks is nothing compared to what they do. They'll do, I think, 6 months or something like that. And the first 3 days, we were like, okay, we get it. Let's start shooting now. Take us back to the hotel. It's raining out here. Nice. But yeah, it definitely helped us understand who the Marines are and what our roles were. It definitely helped.
That's what boot camp will do for you. And having a bunch of foam in the bag. That helps too. Well, let's go with boot camp.
Camera face. Lavin.
A typical day, every day here in boot camp, out here in Camp Mendon. Reveille's at 5:30.
It's 05:45. We're about to go wake the actors up for boot camp.
All right, let's go, gents. Reveille. Get up, get started.
Yeah, me and morning time don't get along too well.
We got to wake up at, really early and do probably around 5.
I wake up at 4:30 because I'm at the hotel in town.
Get up, grab your gear. Formation 15 minutes. Formation on the road. Get up.
Yeah, I'm really bad in the morning. I'm very grumpy.
Right now, the men have just been woken up from Reveille, and in 5 minutes, we're gonna form them up in formation.
Attend. Hunt.
And march them over to our PT area.
March.
And then do PT in the morning.
And PT stands for physical training.
1, 2, 3.
When we PT in the morning, I like to start off with, we do jumping jacks, and we do a lot of push-ups, and we do a lot of flutter kicks that builds up the stomach, the core.
1, 2, 3.
And the push-ups building up the upper strength.
The sergeants will pick on you real hard. I mean, I was just aching, and every time you mess up, you gotta do whatever you messed up on 20 times or something else to make up for it. I did about 100, 110 push-ups, easy.
This vest probably weighs 40 pounds. And this is not the real deal. This doesn't have the metal plates in it that the real ones have. Theirs weigh about 80 pounds.
All this body armor and the helmet, it's fun to do. I wouldn't want to do it for real.
In the military, there's usually girls with girls. It's a totally different scenario. Training is different and protocol is different. So, for once, he mentioned girl push-ups this morning. And I did a couple.
Damn good integrity push-ups going. Hey, the girl one.
There aren't many women in my line of work who like to rough it up, you know, with the boys.
Because we're going to be on the highway fighting the aliens. We're going to be in a police station where all this place where it's going to be hot. You have to be physical shape to endure the environment. If you're not, you would pass out. Physical training would build their bodies up to resist that.
It's now 6:31 a.m. PT. Everybody's looking good.
And then we go for a run, about a 2-mile run.
Echo 2-5! Echo 2-5!
The most challenging thing about I don't run. I hate running. Running sucks. I'm pretty awesome at maneuvering, and I'm very fast, but I have absolutely no stamina whatsoever.
The Air Force does undergo some training, not as strenuous as the training that I underwent with the Marines. Sergeant Deaver would love to say that, you know, that's why you move better.
That whole running thing, I'm sorry, man. That's just not, I can't do it.
Already lied!
I'd probably be sniper, because I'm calm. And I'm small, so I can hide in really petite places.
Now listen up! Get your weapon! Get your gear! Get your munitions! Move outside!
We have weapons training, learning how to shoot a M16A4 and an M4, and a SAW, squad automatic weapon, 249.
They showed us the proper way to hold your weapon.
Hey, Stavro, make sure you hold your weapon like everybody else's, like this. You have it straight up and down.
The proper way to shoot it.
The M4 I wasn't familiar with. That's the new military issue weapon.
I never shot an M4 before.
I want to get this magazine changed a lot better.
Now I know how to take one apart in less than a minute.
Lock and load.
I know how to use it. I know what to do if it gets stuck on me.
We were shooting 50 cals off a tank.
Which is sick.
This is the greatest machine gun in the world.
That's good.
All right.
Beautiful.
Yep. And whatever it hits, it likes to destroy. Next.
They're going down like bowling pins. That sucker could go right through walls. Even when it's blanks, the kickback on that thing is massive. Woo!
That's it. Game over.
Safety was a major factor.
No, it's got a bigger range, but we can't let you swing it around it.
Oh,
it's a little dangerous. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not shooting real bullets. All these are blanks, and each one of the individuals and the platoon, they get a safety class, because blanks still could kill somebody. So we have to tell them, you treat every weapon that it's loaded, and you don't play around. There's no playing around when you're holding a weapon.
Let him load that weapon!
I wish they let us shoot some live ammo. It's not the same shooting blanks as real live ammunition. You don't have the E=MC² effect, where you get the kaboom, you know?
It's invaluable to the reality of this movie.
Your weapon is kind of like your baby, you know?
When you're shooting off rounds and you're running in the street and people are screaming, you get the feeling that you're at war.
Ooh, let's move!
We taught them drill.
Platoon! Attend! Hut!
Listening to commands and executing them.
Right! Face! March! Left! Right!
How to address someone subordinate, address someone who's your superior.
You're in charge, sir. Your orders. You gotta listen to Staff Sergeant Nance. Everybody understand that?
Aaron Eckhart's really into it. He wants to make sure a Marine Staff Sergeant is doing everything correct.
I'm their mother and their father and their brother and their sister, and they have to do what I say. They're looking sloppy, or they're not cleaning up after themselves, or they're in any way not being who they're supposed to be, then I get to take control over their lives.
Come on, Simmons!
And I do, because that's my role, and they wouldn't respect me if I didn't do it.
Where's Kearns?
You know, I bossed them around.
Kearns, fall in. Let's go.
They hated my guts. I think they still do.
A lot of tactical communication.
We teach them tactics, how to cover each other in a firefight. They needed to run, cover each other, get up from the ground, move to another vehicle, fire their weapons.
They showed us how to clear a room.
Infiltrating buildings.
Door left.
Because everything they're doing in the rehearsals are being taught here in boot camp.
You get back up, come forward, over the wall. We gotta hit them hard with everything we got.
Camera face. 11.
They're not Marines. I can't make Marines in a week. But I have to make sure the actors walk, talk, and act like Marines.